Our other focus this afternoon, a day after dreaded underworld gangster Chhota Rajan was nabbed in Indonesia, India today is in Bali to get you the latest. India's longest manhunt has come to an end. In theories abound about Chhota Rajan's arrest. The cop who nabbed Chhota Rajan has made some explosive revelations about the plot leading to his capture. Our deputy editor Atir Khan caught up with the man who ended the 2-decade-long international hunt for Chhota Rajan. Here's the entire sequence of events.
Behind me is the Denpasar police station where Chhota Rajan was brought from the airport after his detention. One Major Reinhard had executed the red corner notice and he had made identifications. Initially, Chhota Rajan was not identifying himself properly because he said the name on the passport was different. So therefore, this is the place where he was brought in, and from here he has been taken to another destination where he'll be kept till the deportation. So it will be a while before he comes back to India. With camera person Zahir Bagh, Atir Khan in Indonesia for India Today. We have with us Major Reinhard, who was the first to respond to the call of Chhota Rajan being in Indonesia. Let's have a word with him. Sir, you were the first one to have responded to the call. What happened? Please tell us from the beginning, how did it all start?
Okay, thank you for the kind attention. We have paper from the Interpol of Indonesia, from the Interpol of Australia. There is suspect named Mohan Kumar as the passport number G9273860. And then we go to the Ngurah Rai airport because the suspect was there, and then we arrest the suspect. The name is Mohan Kumar. He got red notice from the Interpol of India.
Right. So when you went to the airport, what happened there? Did he did he surrender? Did you have to question him? How did you identify him?
Yes, we identify him with the photo that Interpol of Indonesia give us, and the red notice. When the first we look at the guy, he's the same like the red notice, but the name is not same like as the red notice. The name in the passport is Mohan Kumar, but in the red notice is Rajendra Sadasif.
Right.
Rajendra Sadasif.
Yes. So what happened? Did you question him? Did you confront him? What did he say? Did he say that he's the person you were looking for?
Yes, we have interrogate him, and then he said that he don't know, but I took him the photo.
Photograph. Okay.
This is your photograph, I say,
Yes.
and he say, yes, this is my photograph, like that.
That's when he sort of surrendered. He sort of gave in that he's the same person you were looking for.
Yes, of course.
And what happened in the interrogation? Can you tell us some other details as to what did he tell you during the interrogation? Had he been traveling to Indonesia frequently?
No, this is he is the first time in Bali for the 15 years in Bali. Now he is in Australia, in Sydney, for 7 years.
Let's get a word from Mr. A.A. Khan, former IPS officer, who's with us in the phone line. Thanks so much for speaking to India Today, Mr. Khan. Your reaction, a big catch for India.
Yeah, it is. I would think it's a big catch because he's a very much wanted criminal, wanted in heinous offences, and extortion, murder, attempt to murder, every kind of violent crime. So I think it's a good lesson to other gangsters also that India is capable of bringing a criminal all the way from Australia or Indonesia.
Right, and Mr. Khan, how would you react to reports saying that the CBI and the IB may be acting in a manner contradictory to each other, with both of them also keeping an eye on how you can actually catch Dawood Ibrahim using Chhota Rajan as bait?
Well, I think it's a very far-fetched idea. How would Dawood Ibrahim get caught by bringing Chhota Rajan to India, or for that matter, holding him in Bali? Right. I don't think Dawood Ibrahim ever goes and takes part in any serious crime himself, he always sends his shooters, his henchmen. So trapping Dawood Ibrahim is a very far-fetched idea.
Okay, and Mr. Khan, this is a huge arrest considering that Chhota Rajan has been wanted in India for almost 20 years for several serious cases of murder, assault and extortion. Will this also provide us more insight into how this entire gang operated in Mumbai in the 1990s?
Yeah, it would definitely give an insight how the gang operated. It would also give an insight about the persons who are supporting the gang, whether they were politicians, police officers, or any other civil servants who are actively assisting the gang. That kind of a thing would come out. Plus, you know, there are a lot of splinter groups, splinter gangs, which are operating in Bombay, who either take the name of Rajan or of Dawood and extort money, even today. So we should be able to find out whether this fellow has got any small groups operating on his behalf. Who are they?
So you're saying this will his arrest will also actually help Indian agencies nab smaller gangsters who are working as part of splinter groups still operating in India?
Yeah, there's splinter groups working. I believe they go around threatening Bollywood personalities. Recently, I read a report that some minister in Karnataka was also threatened. So these kind of groups, we should be able to mop them up with the kind of assistance that Rajan can give us.
Right, and Mr. Khan, then you know we've also gotten a statement from Kiran Rijiju, Union Minister, saying that the next attempt of the Modi government would now be to capture Dawood Ibrahim, and Chhota Rajan's arrest gives us hope.
They're two different things. Getting Chhota Rajan was an entirely different thing because he was in a country which was cooperative, which helped the Indian security agencies in getting hold of this fellow. Dawood is ensconced in Pakistan. He is very much under the protection of the ISI and the Pakistan government for that matter, or the Pakistan army, whatever you may think is in control. And unless they cooperate, there's no way that you can get Dawood here. As I've been maintaining all along, the only way you can get Pakistan to hand over Dawood would be to pressurize them through the United States of America.
Okay, all right, Mr. Khan, thanks so much for speaking to India today. Let's also get a word from our Deputy Editor, Atar Khan, who's with us live via Skype from Bali. Atar has been tracking developments for us. You also got us an exclusive interview with the officer who had actually arrested Chhota Rajan. Atar, take us to the latest. What's happening there right now?
Well, some very interesting revelations by the officer who had arrested Chhota Rajan. Major Reinhard told us that Chhota Rajan revealed to him that he's a lonely man. He says that his father, his mother and wife have died. He's on his own, visits different parts of the world. His favorite place being Zimbabwe, which gives an indication that perhaps his base was in Zimbabwe all these years when he was, on the run. The red corner notice has been issued against him since 1995. So, but there was speculation as to where Chhota Rajan could be. Some people were of the view that he cannot be in West Asia, he cannot be in other countries. So now we have got to know that he was in Zimbabwe. And when the officer asked him that you're an Indian, why don't you go back to India? It was then that Chhota Rajan told him that no, he feels more safe in Zimbabwe and he would like to go there if possible. So at the moment he's been kept under a very strict security cover, Simi, and he's been monitored here by the Bali police, who's in fact yet to present him in the court of law. So he is under Bali police custody as we speak now.
Well, so he's in the custody of the Bali police, but Atar, is he likely to be deported to India anytime soon?
Well, these procedures may take time. There's a lot of documentation which has to be done for RC and meaning red corner notice to be executed. Now this is just one part of it, that he has been detained and arrested and verified by the Bali police that it's Chhota Rajan, though there were contradictions in the photograph and the name which was mentioned in the passport. So the Bali police put him to sustained questioning and showed him the photographs from the police records of Interpol records. It was then that he sort of gave in and said yes, he is the person they are looking for. But clearly the authorities, the CBI, which is the nodal agency in India for the Interpol, is in direct touch with the authorities in Bali, and the process of deportation has begun, but it will involve a lot of documentation. Bali police will have to convince itself of certain doubts it might have, but the CBI is confident that it has all the material, all the police records which need to be sent for his deportation.